Say yeah, no sir. Lume. I say we a full floor. Lume. What? Body move your back. Hey, chukushu.
I'm not doing. You break it down like
When is VIP coming out? Talk to Lazy and Prodigal to come here and apologize, so we can get some business going.
At their peak, VIP were not just Ghana's biggest music group, they were Ghana's music. A song called Ahomka sat at #1 for over 20 weeks straight. They swept 6 awards in a single night at the Ghana Music Awards, equaling the record for the most awards won by a single act in the show's history at that point. They performed alongside Shaggy and were flown by the United Nations to perform peace concerts in Liberia and Sierra Leone. The United Nations, that is how big VIP got. And then slowly and quietly, they were gone. No farewell tour, no statement. One day you were hearing VIP, then VVIP, and then nothing. A whole generation grew up not knowing who they were. So today on Elevate, we are going back to the story of Vision in Progress, their rise, their reign, and their slow unexplained fade.
The
story of VIP started in Nima. For those who don't know, Nima is a densely populated suburb in Accra, historically undeserved and overlooked, but never short of talent. That is where VIP was born. The group was founded by a man named Friction, real name Musa Haruna, in the mid-1990s. He pulled together 4 young men he believed in: Promzy, Lazy, who later became Zeal, Prodigal, and a member called Bone, who would later exit early. Before they had a record deal, before they had a name anyone outside Nima knew, they were performing at ghetto parties, street festivals, and local clubs. Very raw talents and straight to the bone. Friction even had his dog Chicago listed as an official member of VIP. You could even hear Chicago growling at the end of their early tracks.
Yeah, Friction, me as the leader, Promzy, Prodigal, Lazy, now Zeal, and Chicago.
Okay.
Our dog. We have a
Chicago.
Yeah.
No, I don't understand. Now say,
who can say your dog? Your group name? No, Baki. Serious. On our album, he backed like the intro.
This tells you everything about the culture they were building. This was not polished. This was not calculated. This was community. In 1997, VIP performed at a street carnival in Accra, and that one performance changed everything. A TV presenter named Black Coffee, also known as Ikuya Manfo, and a radio presenter called Michael Smith were in the crowd. They appreciated VIP's talent, and Black Coffee became their manager. Michael Smith gave them a recording contract under the name Precise Music, and just like that, Vision in Progress had a path forward. In 1998, VIP released their debut album, BB Bo. It made them famous across Accra. 2 years later, they dropped their sophomore album, Yediaba, and that was even bigger. By this point, VIP were not just a local act, they were a genuine phenomenon in Ghana's growing hip life scene. But after Yediaba, Friction made a decision. He felt it was time to pursue a solo path and stepped away. So the group continued. The one that would go on to become legends was a trio: Promzy, Prodigal, and Lazy. In 2001, the trio dropped their third album, Lumbe Lumbe Lumbe, built around a record called Dabena Odobeba.
Say yeah, no sir. Lume. I say we a full floor. Lume. What?
But what came next is what most people remember when they think of VIP, Ahomka Womu in 2003. The title track from that album, produced by JQ, became anything but comfortable for every other act that was trying to compete on Ghanaian radio. The song sat at number 1 for over 20 consecutive weeks. 20 weeks, in an era before streaming, before playlists and algorithms. Pure radio dominance was driven by the people. At the 2004 Ghana Music Awards, VIP cleaned up Artist of the Year, Song of the Year, Hip Life Artist of the Year, Hip Life Album of the Year, and Best Music Video Directing for the Ahomka Womu video, going to director Felix Dakat. 6 awards in one night from one album. For most awards won by a single act at the Ghana Music Awards, matching Kojo entry 6 in 2001. That same year, they represented Ghana at the Kora Awards in South Africa, performing alongside renowned Malian musician Salif Keita. They performed alongside Grammy winner Shaggy when he toured Ghana for Christmas in 2003. 2 nights at the Accra International Conference Center and Ohenejam Stadium, and in the process pulling some of the biggest crowd Ghana's entertainment industry had ever seen. As mentioned, they were sent by the United States on chartered flights to perform at peace and reconciliation concerts in Liberia and Sierra Leone. They also had multiple tours in some European countries, including London and Amsterdam. VIP were not just representing Nima anymore, they were representing Ghana on a global stage, and they were doing it with dignity. In 2013, something shifted. Reports started circulating that Promzy, one of the 3 pillars of VIP, was leaving the group. He didn't make a formal announcement immediately, but the signs were there. According to Friction, he heard about it from abroad. Promzy had appointed his elder brother as his new manager and informed the group he was going solo. The group's manager, then Bulldog, now Bull God, added another layer. He said the trio had simply become bored. Zeal, speaking from inside the group, gave the fuller picture. He revealed that Promzy had actually tried to leave as far back as 2010, 3 years before the split became public, and that they had tried to talk him out of it then. By 2013, there was no talking him out of it. Zeal said that Promzy spoke to him directly that he wants out of the group and wanted to go solo.
2 years ago, Promzy came in with an idea. He said he think we should do something different, you know. So we asked him like what, you know. He said, "Oh, let's do like a solo track. Like each and every one of us should do a single, you know, just to let people know we are capable of doing different things." And he was like, "Okay." And I remember very well, before we even did the Away album, he came up with the same issue, trying to go solo and stuff like that. And then we talked to him that, nah, man, it's not a good idea. So we kept on, you know, with the work to this time that he came around saying all these things again. So we were like, okay, fine, if this is what you want to do, that's fine. And we will try and keep the vision and project. So he left.
So this wasn't a sudden decision. This had been building for years. Whether it was creative restlessness, internal tensions, or the pull of solo ambitions, the result was the same. One of VIP's founding members was gone.
Make I give you some hip life. Make I tell you about the yawa and that this would happen for my life. Let me take you to front side.
What happened next nobody predicted. Reggie Rockstone, the self-acclaimed grandpapa of hip life, the man who coined the genre's name in the mid-1990s, tweeted that he was interested in joining VIP. Zeal and Prodigal, who already knew Reggie Rockstone personally from years of moving in the same circles internationally, took it seriously. Prodigal said, "He is a big legend. He brought hip life to Ghana and he can still rap, so why not accept him?" So in 2014, Reggie Rockstone officially joined. The group became VVIP, and on paper, it was an odd pairing. The polished, internationally recognized godfather of the genre, linking up with the raw Nima-rooted group that had built their name in the streets. But it worked. For a while, it really worked. Whatever the circumstances of the rebrand, VIP came out swinging. Their new singles, Selfie,
All I really wanna tell you, sexy. Girl, let me stand next to you. Take a selfie.
Skolom featuring Sena Dagadu and Dogoyaro featuring Samini got serious airplay and reminded Ghanaians that the group still had range. They were not resting on nostalgia, they were actively competing with the new generation. The industry responded and supported. In 2015, VVIP won Best Group of the Year at the Ghana Music Awards. In 2016, they went continental, winning Best Group and Best Video at AFRIMA, the All-African Music Awards. That same year, they released a full-length album called The Book of Hip Life, a project that positioned them as custodians and innovators of the genre simultaneously. The Selfie remix even featured Idris Elba and Nigerian rapper Phyno. That is the level of reach VVIP had in this era. They were still building bridges, still relevant, still landing on stages that mattered. In 2018, the group celebrated their 20th anniversary with events launching what they called the VIP at 20 celebration. They were talking about establishing a 200-bed mother and child hospital for the people of Nima and Zongo communities across Accra. This was not just a music group, this was a movement with a sense of responsibility to where it came from. And then gradually, the music stopped. There was no dramatic press conference, no public falling out, no cryptic social media posts saying it had been a privilege. VVIP simply became quieter and quieter until the silence became the story. By the time the Afrobeat wave had taken fully over the Ghanaian airwaves, a whole new generation was moving to a different rhythm, and VIP's name was becoming something older Ghanaians mentioned with nostalgia rather than expectation. Reggie Rockstone moved towards solo projects. Zeal and Prodigal stayed relatively quiet musically. Promzy, for his part, said in a video posted on social media that he would only consider returning to the group if Zeal and Prodigal apologized to him, which made a formal reunion seem unlikely without real reconciliation.
When is VIP coming out? Talk to Lazy and Prodigal to come and apologize so we can get some business going.
In 2016, Promzy announced a new group entirely, BP, which was in discussion to be formed with Prince Bright of Bookback because both of them was based in the US at the time. They never released anything publicly and it quietly disappeared.
Where was this story coming from of you and Promzy coming together to form a group called BP?
It would have been a masterpiece. Trust me, see, me Womu masterpiece now. You know, so I like the vibe. We had our thing, but for a minute, my thing kicked in again. You know, depression here, worried about this, worried about that. So actually, we had to hold that project for a minute. You know what I'm saying? So we could both straighten things up and hopefully, if God's will, been one, then we could drop that.
So did you ever record a song with him, with Promzy?
We recorded so many amazing songs.
Unlike many high-profile group endings, VIP and VVIP just faded. And in some ways, this is more unsettling because it means even they may not have known it was the end when it was happening. Here is what remains undeniable. VIP, across their VIP and VVIP years, were Ghana's most decorated music group for a generation. They won Artist of the Year at the Ghana Music Awards twice, in 2004 with Ahomka Womu and again in 2011. They put Nima on the map in the way no other acts did. They showed that Ghanaian music could travel to Europe, to the United States, to conflict zones where concerts meant something beyond entertainment. They built a second sound that was unapologetically local and yet internationally recognized. And in their VVIP era, they did something only few groups managed. They evolved without losing themselves. Adding Reggie Rockstone was a risk. The awards and reception proved it was a calculated one. So the tragedy is not that they ended. Every group ends. The tragedy is how it quietly happened, because a group with this much history deserved a proper send-off, or at minimum, a moment where Ghana said, "This is what you gave us and we are grateful." Maybe that conversation is still waiting to happen. Maybe a reunion is still possible if the right doors open and the right words get said. But until then, the story of VIP and VVIP is a story Ghana owes to itself to remember. So that's the rise and fall of VIP, from a street carnival in Accra to a #1 spot for 20 weeks, to being on international stages, to a quiet exit that Ghana is still trying to make sense of. If you are watching this and you grew up on Ahomka Womu, kindly drop it in the comments. And if you are a Gen Z and this is all new to you, go listen. Seriously, go listen. Thank you for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe if you haven't. Once again, my name is El. Stay elevated.